everybody just calm down?
Girl, just calm down. Hey guys, welcome to the Everybody Just Calm Down, the podcast. I am your host, Po Theory.
I'm Jared.
I'm Danielle.
Oh my God, what the I'm gonna need y'all to give me a little bit more pep. What is happening? Yeah.
The queen does not raise her voice.
Girl, please. How's everybody doing?
Fabulous.
Where
How are
is?
you?
Well, as we know, we are nearing my vacation, so I'm doing my last final touches before I get the hell out of here on Friday. I'm dropping my baby off tomorrow, and after that, Friday morning, I will be waking up in Miami and then in the middle of the ocean.
Okay.
So I'm excited. I get my hair cut tomorrow so I can be cute. You know,
Okay.
just
You gonna be
Hopefully-
hopefully.
hopefully I can find me a gentleman caller because I don't want no more punani on vacation. I can't do it.
Lady of the
please,
night.
Lord.
Yeah, please never do that again.
I know I don't want to, but I feel like it's gonna happen. I don't want Marquel to come out again. Just to
gotta
let y'all know,
stop.
Marquel is who if I got to get in a fight, it's Marquel, and if I want some cootie cat, Marquel shows up.
Don't.
I talk different. My voice is different. My walk is different. Everything is just different, y'all. I know it's hard to see because she's such a fabulous queen, but
To this
Saying.
day, Jared, I will say I will never forget the moment. What I will say is I still don't understand how you could get coochie in a sheer top.
I did not have on a sheer top. I was in a pool and I had on shorts. I ain't had no shirt on or nothing. The girls was
Coochie
eating me up.
daddies.
Girl, whatever.
Girl.
But guys, we are here to review the last episode, which gagged that it came that quickly. I was shocked that this was the finale episode. So what are we at? Season 14, episode 17, the finale of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We start this episode back up with Sutton essentially being a child and not understanding that she's the problem and that everything Erica said was the truth. I know, Danielle, you weren't here. So what was your opinions on that conversation and the continuation of it?
Honestly, Erica, the way Erica ate her up on that boat, I honestly, for a second, almost felt bad for Sutton. But this is the thing. Sutton is so quick to draw her tears, but when she's not in her tearful mood, she's in angry mode. Like, Sutton has two modes. She has angry and despair, and she has victim and sad. And when on the boat, it just so happens she wasn't angry Sutton. She wasn't Caftan and Caviar Sutton. That was Weenie Sutton from Erica Slammed the Door in My Face and at the show in Vegas. That was her
that's a
crying.
fact.
That was another Sutton that we got. And for me personally, I loved how no one came to her beck and call either. I think that really said something, and that spoke volumes, whether the ladies agree to disagree with that. No one had her back on that because, girl, that really is who you are. You're not a girl's girl. You're not really a nice person. So yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. No, you're not girl's girl.
So I was actually gagged, and that was a great point. I didn't realize that no one really came after her. I guess, well, Jennifer Tilly did. She brought her a drink.
But she's very non-confrontational, Jennifer Tilly. You know what I mean? Like, she's not even that girl. We wouldn't expect her to. We know who not to call if you getting jumped.
Yeah. Hello.
She ain't jumping in shit.
But which is such a great point because you see me getting jumped. You let me know that you see me getting jumped. You then say you are astonished by how much the girls don't like me. I'm the wolf, which was shade because you call her a wolf, which is more powerful than dogs. But you said all the women were dogs surrounding Sutton as the wolf, and she's about to get jumped. And you said nothing. Like that was interesting to me. Did anybody feel awkward about the conversation between Bose and Garcelle?
Yes.
Why?
Was it? I don't know if it was editing or like how they chopped it, but it seemed like Garcelle just was not interested in the conversation.
What it was I know exactly what that conversation, and I don't think it was editing either. Bose was pulling a conversation from Garcelle, and it was like she was not opening her mouth. She wanted people to be like, well, yeah. And it wasn't one word. It wasn't as bad as one word answers. but it was like, I'm doing this because I know we have to. We need this one little moment. It seemed very forced to me.
Hmm. I didn't get that.
Really?
No,
Go ahead.
it was fine. I mean, to your point, it just seems like they haven't had.
Jerry, your shirt is so cute.
Thank you.
And your titties are popping, honey.
Thanks, girl.
Sweet.
Oh, and the biceps. I'm just looking at it. You know, I get real horny close to vacation. Look. Anybody can get it. Look. I'm just...
Okay, but yeah. Anyway, Aaron, continue. What else looks great on me? But no, what was I saying? Oh, for me, it just kind of gave off like they didn't have many of these one-on-one conversations. So it's kind of like one of those, almost like it was their first or second time just being around each other. Which what I wrote down and what's mentioned later in the episode, which I get to when it's mentioned. But I wish we could have had more of these scenes. I wish throughout the season, and I mentioned this, I feel like several times in these recaps, that I was over Garcelle seemingly only filming scenes with Sutton. And I don't know if that was by choice or if that was production, but I wish we would have gotten some more Bose and Garcelle throughout the season. Yeah. And if we had, maybe we wouldn't be where we are now.
No, 100%. Quick question. Daniel, are you on your new phone?
Yes, I am.
Are you on Wi-Fi?
I am.
Is she choppy to you? You sound fine.
Turn it off. I'll turn it off.
No,
I think it's the headpiece interfering with the signal.
Yeah, I agree with that. I wish they would have had more one-on-one time, which is interesting. They've never had any one-on-one time throughout the whole season. They never got together. And I know for me, where was that?
The one scene where Garcelle came over after Bose's surgery.
You're right.
Okay.
She did come over there.
But I felt like she was sick and shut in. Does that really count?
No, it does. I thought I think it counts, but also in why she came over there too, it was to throw shade at Dorit. Let's not forget about that.
Yeah.
So it really wasn't that genuine. Even though we as the blacks, when we are one of one or one of two, when we see each other, we do talk shit about
them.
Them. Exactly. I just kind of felt like Garcelle really wasn't interested in that conversation. It kind of made me feel weird. I feel like she would have placated Sutton in that conversation, even if she didn't feel like having a conversation. But that's neither here nor there. So the girls are starting to get ready for the birthday dinner. And Bose is talking with Nico. She basically wants everyone to have fun. Of course, you know, I'm about to start calling her the energy producer. She wants everyone to be in a good mood. She wants everybody to have good vibes. And for some strange reason, I don't know if it's because I just love her so much, I believe her.
Yeah.
Like I genuinely believe that she wants the girls to have fun. And if we are going to have a fight, let's just discuss it. And then we move on and have a good time.
No, she cracked me up when the corporate came out of her and she said the morale was low.
Right. You know, the morale is low after early today's incident. She took me out. Sutton says, I can't remember who was she talking to? Was she talking to Erica or was she in the confessional that she says she will have a good time if she's not, around the two mean girls who thinks that she's a mean girl, and that would be Erica and Dorit. And I don't know how she don't see that she is the cause for a lot. Like these girls are just picking on you, my guy.
Yeah. They're not. They're not. Like it's like my thing is, how delusional can you be? Let's just start there. For you to think that everyone is picking on you and you have done nothing wrong in this entire situation is crazy to me. Like I want them for sure at the reunion to play back at least a handful of times. Right. At least a handful of times when Sutton played when she threw her rock and hit her hand. I want them to show that. They have to. You just can't let this girl get away with this shit. Seriously, it's too much now.
What? Y'all just burp? Huh?
What?
Did you hear me burp? No, never mind.
Oh no.
I burped, and at the same time, Aaron, you made a face, and I was like, "Oh, did they hear that?"
No. I froze. No, I froze. Like both of y'all froze. I didn't like. This is what we kind of talked about with RHOA with Miss Diane basically saying like she felt like Shamia shouldn't have went back and told her. I feel like Jennifer Tilly should not have said anything to Sutton, or at least put the battery in Sutton's back to feel even worse by saying that it feels like it was a coordinated attack, that they discussed this before. Those things, telling her that, because all it does is reinforce the crazy situations that Sutton, like the crazy ideas that Sutton has in her brain. I didn't like that. This episode, I wasn't that big of a fan of Jennifer Tilly.
No. She played defense a lot. That's what it was. And I would say she played defense with Sutton, but then at the same time, like I just said in the beginning, Jennifer Tilly is also a non-confrontational person. So it was almost like, not that she gets a pass, but it was like, we only know that she's only going to take it, but so far.
Right.
Yeah. And to piggyback on that, I would give her some grace, because I feel like we've been through a whole season. I feel like she was actually actively trying to get involved, but she still doesn't quite know how to navigate her way through it. But she was trying to be there for Sutton, but also be within the mix and within the group.
Yeah. See, but that's the thing. I think she was being extremely loyal to Sutton. I just think in the way that she was doing it, when you have someone with a personality like Sutton that spirals, not the best way to reinforce her negative emotions.
Yeah.
Say, hey girl, I'm here for you. I understand how you feel, but let's, be a little bit more positive. She, low key, if she wasn't so aloof and how she was this whole season, I would have thought all of this was intentional on her part. It was interesting to me. But then we cut to, I guess, Sutton walking into Garcelle's powder room as she's getting ready. And again, Garcelle brings up how Kyle didn't stand up for her. Girl, like, calm down. And, Sutton starts to get emotional and basically said, this group really wants to break me, and I'm just going through a lot. They've been wanting to break her for years. Those flashbacks were not hitting the way they thought those flashbacks should hit, because as we are all well versed, we all know what she said in those scenes for people to have that response to her.
Yeah. But, I mean, they did go back. Remember, they did two of them, because they did one with Sutton getting it. Then they went back again, and they showed Sutton's side of it, which I was glad, because literally in my notes when they were showing the first half, I was like, look, listen to Sutton, child. You want me to continue? Oh, okay. I wrote in my notes when they were playing the first half of it, as Sutton getting dragged left and right. I was like, every one of these situations, she normally instigated it. Then they went back and showed how Sutton instigated every single one of them. With that being said, one thing I did notice and appreciate in this is that although I do not like the bitch, I really respect, and I think Sutton is a great housewife, because for you to be in all this shit that entertained us throughout these years, like, yeah, you're great for the show.
You're a good one, girl.
She's definitely great for the show. I definitely agree. To be honest with you, I'd much rather have, if it was up between Garcelle and Sutton to leave, I would have been okay with for the sake of the show.
Oh yeah,
Sutton stay.
Sutton stay. Just for aesthetics and everything, Sutton just makes sense for Beverly Hills. She really is the Beverly Hills story. Divorcee, loaded, emotional distress. Like, she checks every check mark. Looney bin.
Right. Speaking of that, speaking of what Jared was saying, Garcelle does go on to say in her confessional that she knows Sutton isn't innocent, and that's when all the other side of those flashbacks come in. And I thought that was really dope editing. Basically, Sutton runs out. I just can't do it. I don't want to go to dinner. And then Jennifer Tilly comes in and talks to Garcelle about it. And Garcelle and Jennifer Tilly basically come to the agreement that she just wants to be friends with Kyle so bad. And Kyle, as a person that beats Kyle down almost every episode, I don't see Kyle being a bad friend to Sutton. Like, I don't think you can't get mad at someone not wanting their relationship more than you do. I think Kyle has been very clear that she's not interested.
Right.
It's actually like, weird.
You're trying to make Kyle out to be a bad friend to you. Has she been a bad friend to Dorit? Yeah. But has she been a bad friend to you? I I don't see it.
Yeah. The
Sutton,
level
I'm
of
sorry.
friendship, she's one of those girls who's more in love with the partner than the partner is with them. Like, girl,
Right.
relax.
Yeah.
And
Like,
on the flip side, if that's what Sutton has not been a great fan of Kyle either. So
mm-mm.
The lowest thing, and maybe because I was just so deep in my dislike for Kyle, because Kyle was insufferable last season.
Ooh.
You've already lost 2 sisters. Do you want to lose another one?
right.
Yeah, that was nasty.
First of all,
Sweetie,
it's
go
self-important.
ahead.
You're not my sister, first of all.
Jared, go away from me with this. Go away from me with this. Because I was literally about to say, I'm offended twice. 1, you talking about my personal business. And 2, you think you're on a level of calling you being a sister to me?
How
What?
delusional can you be?
How delusional? You a sister?
Girl.
You. Girl, good night. And so basically, we then cut on to the ladies. Who was it? It was Jennifer Tilly and Garcelle. They arrived to Bose's villa. Everybody is there. Erica just looks so fucking good. And you know, bitch,
So
I love
good.
me a pattern. That black shirt with that flower on it with the dress, that set, it was everything. Bose looked phenomenal. Again, you know my ick or my pet peeve. I don't care about how tall you are. That dress was everything. But when they were walking out and I saw them flats, I was upset. Bose, stop wearing flats. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. I don't like it.
She does love a good sandal.
Like, but then this is where I feel like Jennifer Tilly failed Sutton. Instead of saying, I felt like y'all double teamed her, she says, when everyone is asking where's Sutton, Bose had already clocked something was up. She was like, was she upset about something? And then Jennifer Tilly goes on to explain that Sutton feels that she was jumped on. And Sutton never said that. That was Jennifer Tilly's words. She set her up. That was not set her up intentionally, but where Sutton could have come in to the dinner and just brush everything under the rug, by adding that in there, it makes it like Sutton left and was dogging y'all the fuck out instead of actually being sad, which we as viewers got to see and they did not get to see.
No, I agree 100%. And again, Jennifer Tilly, you gotta pick. She doesn't know how to battle housewives. Let's be real. She thinks that she's amongst other regular women who just have these little conversations and they may or may not get heated and then that's it. No, these are housewives. This is what they do. They hit for the jugular and they're gonna keep going. They don't care. They don't care about vacation. Because poor Jennifer Tilly the whole time was like, we're on vacation. Girl, they don't give a damn if they in Timbuktu or if they in Bel Air. They're going in.
I didn't see. There's only one person that has went low and did a juggler, and that's been Sutton. I didn't think what Erica said on that boat was the juggler or low.
No, was it? No, she said way harsher shit.
Sutton has said way hard. Yeah, exactly. So I didn't get that. But this is the gag though, and this is also funny because Erica got some BDE. Erica showed BDE throughout this whole Big Dick energy. She showed that throughout this whole episode. I don't know if y'all clocked this. So when Jennifer Tilly is basically telling what's going on, and then when Garcelle jumps in and says, well, you guys are just expecting her to be perfect. And then it kind of felt like when you were talking, Erica, and then you jumped in and then Dorit jumped in, Erica said, Dorit, come out here now. I said,
yeah, no, that was actually kind of nasty.
And then Dorit's like, I'm coming out in her little black knit. That's like, oh, come on, white girl Phaedra, bathing suit cover up. Eat up. No, she actually came and trotted out. She couldn't wait to start that. Was it Erica that was like, did we do this? And Dorit was like, of course not. Like, that's ridiculous. I said, they are not taking this bitch serious.
No, they're not.
At all.
But you know what though? But that's why Jennifer Tilly thought that was a ruse to get the two of them together. That's exactly what that was. That's why she felt. That's exactly why she felt like that. I mean, she's delusional for feeling like that. Let's be real. But also, you can see why she actually was like that because they came in full throttle. But you should know better. Neither one of them two need each other to stand up on. Let's be real.
Right. What I do love. This is probably my favorite scene of Kyle the whole season. this particular scene. And this is when Garcelle tries to call out Kyle.
Oh, yeah.
And Kyle is like, girl, get the fuck out of here. Like, y'all ain't even open y'all mouth. We're going to dinner. We're leaving. Like,
she said, fuck that.
Right. Let's go. Let's go to dinner and let's have fun. We're not doing this.
She was absolutely right, though. It made zero sense.
Yeah.
She was 100% right.
Yeah.
100% right. 100%
We
right.
love you, Kyle. You did redeem yourself back, girl. You did.
Another BDE energy from Erica, and Dorit was still talking about it, and the escorts arrived, and Erica wanted to give the escorts their full undivided attention, and she wrangled the girls like, guys, no, we're not doing this right now. They're trying to walk us to the place. Like, Erica is so good with people of service. Like, that's been a common theme with Erica. She is always saying thank you. She is always 100% involved when people bring people in. She's a very open and fun girl. Yeah. I just don't think the girls can handle when Erica gets activated in that way, because Erica, before we had black girls on there, she was the closest.
Yeah,
the way she would come at the girls, And so the girls finally get to the beach extravaganza. Bose really set that up, y'all.
She did that.
Like, that was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful event. Sutton arrives. Best Sutton's looked in an actual scene. Dress was gorgeous.
Well, she didn't want to waste her cute outfit.
Right.
She wanted to be a Barbie.
Bitch, when they were leaving out and they were having that conversation, they cut to her and it's like, I can't take it anymore. Like, girl, you still crying? You crying with the makeup artist? Like, you really are hurt. You really are a victim. You are a perpetual victim. I can't take it. Was anybody else glad when Erica walked by when Jennifer Tilly pulled her to the side?
Somebody behind them?
Yes, that shit was so awkward. They was and Jennifer Tilly was like, well, yeah, she's really upset. She's really upset. It was cool to see Sutton be aware enough to know, why would you tell them that? I really just wanted to go into the night, and Sutton knew how it would play out. Yeah. She was very clear that if you told them that, now everyone's going to want to check me about this. And what happened? It was literally a secession line.
Absolutely.
What y'all think about how Kyle handled that situation when they were separate?
When she went to go talk to Sutton?
Yeah.
Didn't she like pretty much just address her right away? Like, I heard you like wanted me to stand up for you or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't even remember. I thought it was fine.
Yeah, I feel like Kyle handled it really well. Even when Sutton started to break, because when Sutton started to do that repeating thing, Kyle took me out in that confession. Was like, what is this repeating thing she keeps doing? That took me out.
And she was like, I have 4 more times to do it. Yes.
Right. And she did make it a point to say, listen, because you were my friend, I did not jump on the bandwagon. But I do feel like you do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought that was a great point for Kyle to make. But then of course, Sutton starts to cry. And Kyle does a beautiful thing and says, listen, we don't have to do this tonight. We can just move on and walk past it. We'll do it at another time. I thought that was really nice of Kyle. And then Kathy shows up. And this is the one time I had sympathy for Sutton in this whole episode.
You did?
Said, I just want to be a Barbie. I saw 4-year-old Sutton there. I saw 4-year-old Sutton not getting no love from Reba.
Girl.
What was Kathy wearing?
A t-shirt and shorts. She told you what she wearing.
Did she?
Yeah, Kyle asked her, like, Kathy, what are you wearing? She said t-shirts and shorts, and Kyle fucking died laughing.
And then what did she? Well, she ended up changing anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
Oh, we'll get there, child. Girl, and then immediately I had no sympathy for her, because then she randomly throws out, after Kathy was trying to be nice to her, well, just treat me like a person that doesn't have 140 IQ.
That was weird.
Yeah.
I'm implying that you're better than someone, whether you think you're smarter than someone or whether you think you have more money. Stop doing that. It's not becoming.
Exactly.
Stop doing it.
It's ridiculous. It truly is ridiculous. And so the girls finally get to the dinner table. Erica, as we know, is really pissed about this whole colluding accusation with her and Dorit. Dorit makes a really good point. I appreciate Dorit making that point. When Dorit goes on to say, the reason that she feels that we do that is because that's what she does.
Exactly.
Not one lie told.
And then immediately took me back to Garcelle being all pissed off when Sutton didn't jump in with her questioning Kyle. Because I'm like, they do this shit often where they decide what they're going to talk about in a scene. And then they go into tag team the scene.
Yeah, great point. Great callback. I didn't even pick up on that. Great callback.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good point. Okay, Dorit, you got that. I see you. Sutton really didn't want to go to that dinner table. All of them were literally sitting at the dinner table, and she did not want to go.
She was acting like she ain't know them people.
Right. If it's one thing Garcelle gonna be, it's gonna be thirsty after a man. And one thing Kyle gonna do is call it out. Kyle is always gonna clock Garcelle. I would love a dating show with them too.
Yeah.
Because I really if Garcelle would have latched onto Kyle, because I'm gonna be real with you. I think Kyle is one of the funniest people on Bravo. Like Kyle in her little random moments, Kyle is funny as shit.
Yeah, she's really funny.
And you don't get to really see Garcelle's fun side because Sutton is so fucking neurotic.
Yeah.
And when Kyle and Garcelle do have like interactions together, it is funny.
It's just fun.
Yeah.
It's Portia. It's the Beverly Hills version of Portia and Nene.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's when it's good, it's good.
Yeah.
You know? Or maybe more Kenya Nene. Maybe more Kenya Nene.
Well, yeah, I guess. I don't know. It could be a flip between both. But I think honestly, and like you said, when it's good, it's good. And when it's not. Because when Sutton is in her bag and Garcelle is trying to talk her off a ledge, it's not fun. It's so serious. And it's like, okay, this is dark now. Goodbye.
Right.
It's dark.
What did y'all think about the invitations?
Garcelle, you could have ate that up and you didn't, bitch.
I thought that was the funniest shit ever when she said Tom's car rolled over. It was snowing in Pasadena. Do you think I will come after you? I will come after you. I was gassed. I was shocked that she did that.
I was shocked she did that one, but she could ate that up.
Just the fact that she chose that as a reference point and that's something that everyone references, I thought that was very funny.
It was funny.
Last question about this scene. Do you think it was appropriate for Dorit and Erica to choose Sutton to imitate? And do you think... Oh, go ahead.
It was antagonizing.
But it was funny.
Sutton played right into it as she does. So
and ruined the mood.
Yeah.
Do you know how easy that would have been? Just be like, oh my God, y'all do not sound like that. Shut up. And she just couldn't.
Or she could have flipped it on them. Like she could have did exactly what Garcelle did and imitated Erica back, or imitated Dorit like she did.
Yeah.
Was it on the boat? Yeah, like just flip it back on them. Like, but you know.
She could have Bubba. Like there's so many things to just flip it on the head, but she just couldn't break out of that mood she was in.
She was sober.
Nah, that bitch was. Oh, she was knee deep in some liquor in that room. I know. You got to. That black man, that black butler has been going back and forth. Either Avi or the concierge has been bringing them liquor. I'm more than sure than that. Bose, again, being a great party planner. It was beautiful, them having the cake with their faces. And I just love seeing them just like, oh, we got a cake. And then when they saw their faces, they was like, oh my God. Like they were just really happy about that. And it was just nice to see what people with so much excess be so happy about something like that. I thought that was just a really good moment.
Well, do those two still have a lot of excess?
Compared to us.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding.
Like a lot of excess, you know. And so the next day, everybody's having their villa discussions. And then this actually, with the first person I thought about when I saw how they broke up the groups, I was like, did Jerry call production? Because none of these girls make sense. Who's together? We had Bose and Sutton together.
Yeah.
Dorit and Erica, who they just was chilling in the villa. And then we had JT, Kyle, and Garcelle.
Bitch, I was like, who the fuck is JT? I was thinking about the City Girls, and I was like, what the fuck?
Girl, I be trying to like just shorten her name because when I be typing Jennifer Tilly, I just gotta put JT. I like that Bose made it a point to try to like reach out to Sutton and say, hey, I do want to be a friend. I understand that you think because I have this closeness with Dorit that I don't like you, but I actually want to show that I want to be your friend. Yeah, what y'all think about that outing that they had together?
I didn't think about it.
No?
I don't know. It kind of seems like the fact that this was finally happening on the season finale, I couldn't even be invested because where do you go from here? The season's over. So they're finally having this lunch together and it seems kind of pointless at this point.
Yeah.
I can see that. I no, Jared, I agree with you. Why at the very end? I mean, yes, I
Mm,
get it. You guys are all on vacation. I also, it was a little weird for me with Garcelle and Kyle. Their interaction and how they were talking. It was almost like Garcelle wanted to elaborate more on how she really disagrees with Sutton, but then it was almost like she was playing the fence. And Jennifer Tilly was just there ordering tacos and quesadillas.
Well, I think Kyle handled herself well in that as well.
She
From
did.
even just from the divorce, I also feel like Garcelle was being shady, bringing up the Bose conversation. Like she wanted Kyle to drag Bose, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
No, I can see
I
that.
think you are
Go
really
ahead.
team Kyle today. We took all the way for us to get to the finale. I'm really
Yeah,
enjoying this.
because Kyle actually was not problematic this whole episode. She
Yeah.
literally was not.
Yeah.
Even when she could have been, she decided to move with grace and empathy when it came to Sutton, and I appreciated that. And she shot the messenger instead of attacking Sutton.
Yeah.
I appreciated that.
Yeah.
I will say Sutton is just insufferable. That interaction she had with Bose at the end, basically saying, well, if I told you my thoughts, they wouldn't be my thoughts anymore. Rude as fuck. Secondly, also basically saying that, well, I can kind of see where those three women are in their life. So of course they have a problem with where my life is. And Bose clocking it. And then this is the thing, when you clock those girls and then they pull back, because she pulled back immediately, like, no, I wasn't saying that.
Yeah. She
I'm
definitely
just
doubled
saying
down.
I need to change. It's like, no, she backtracked. Don't
Right.
backpedal now, can you? Like, that is crazy. Like,
Yeah, that was
yeah.
so. Again, this is now Sutton's third time this season that she's went into, and honestly, shit, twice on this trip of her thinking that her life is better than someone else's.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You bitch, you're crying every day. Is it really that great?
Okay.
Right. I listened to it on the iPod.
The music ain't that
Music
good.
ain't that great. Let me tell you. And so the girls are starting to get ready for dinner. They are getting ready in their carnival outfit. I must say, everybody looks really nice and in their vein of who they are.
Yes.
Yeah. I appreciate
Does that make
everybody's
sense?
commitment. Yeah, I like that
Yes.
commitment. Except Kathy could have hit her disdain a little bit more.
No, she couldn't have, because if she got a husband like mine, that's exactly what I would be wearing if I went to Carnival. This is as much as y'all gonna get. I'm not allowed to go to Carnival.
She's not even going to be able to show her husband that what she's wearing that right now, because normally Danielle wears burqas.
Oh.
Head to toe.
I'm covered up. So
I
this
do
is what's
remember
on
the
there.
I do remember the black turtleneck.
Oh, this
earlier.
is rare. You see how it started? She getting too free. I ain't about to get her ass. Like, you getting a little too comfortable.
She gonna get
Go
on
back to that turtleneck.
She gonna get her next week looking like Onaja.
Shavana.
Shavana now. Okay, real quick. Who's your favorite look?
Erica.
Erica ate that up. She did. Bose.
Okay. Bose for you? I'm going to say Erica. It was Erica for me as well. Bose looked phenomenal. I was shocked by Garcelle. Garcelle looked good.
She
Garcelle
did.
looks good.
Garcelle looked good. I didn't like how they played Dorit. Dorit had that moment where that fat, that I don't know if it's makeup out or something, but he had a little booty when he was popping that booty in that bathroom. I was like, whoo. I said, I know Jared saw that. You know he liked them Latins, show.
I did. Well, it was the person next to me was the one that was pointing it out and enjoying it. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I can see that. I can see production. Because he probably thought she was a little Latin when he saw you. Look.
Mama Pita.
I didn't like how the camera people didn't give Dorit her own moment, other
I
than
was
that
just about to say
bathroom.
that.
Yeah.
I kept going back, like they didn't show Dorit coming out. They showed everybody else coming out. Kyle looked good. Kyle looked good too.
Yeah,
She did, but I didn't like how simple her swimsuit was. I wanted more there.
Yeah, she said in the after show, like
Okay.
something happened to her when they were putting it on.
Okay.
Like her feathers were so intricate that I was kind of okay with it. You know, Sutton had on sneakers.
That was
looking
nasty.
like Richard Simmons.
You know about her ankles.
You mean her OI? She got brittle bones.
Brittle bones.
Okay, girl. My favorite thing that Kathy has done was that condom prank. But then also, why do you have condoms?
So I didn't catch that. So I saw it happen, and I was like, did Kathy throw that condom on the ground?
She did. I rewound it, and she threw it on the ground.
That's our
You dropped something.
Right. took me out. Funniest thing in the episode when those bitches tried to sit down at their dinner table, and then when they finally did, and you could not see anything inside the table.
That was the fucking fortress. I mean, they did not think that through at all. I don't know whose idea was that.
And I was assuming that they were going to take the wings off to sit down. No, they just sat on down.
Right. Exactly. When they finally sit down for dinner, again, another BDE moment from Erica. Was it you or was it you?
Yeah.
Who was it? Who said it?
You could tell Jennifer Tilly was scared to say it was me.
No, I don't think no. I tell you who was scared. It looked like Garcelle was scared. Jennifer Tilly came out and basically said, yeah, it was me. She spoke up first. And I love that Erica took it upon herself to go speak to Sutton earlier in that day. And it seems like Sutton didn't throw any of her friends under the bus. She just said, no, I'm just letting you know that wasn't my perception of what happened. I don't think y'all planned it. Y'all just jumped me, essentially.
Right. Fair.
Yeah. Thoughts about that interaction?
I think my favorite part about it was when Kathy tried to jump in and Erica shut her up too.
I'm speaking. I'm speaking.
Did you know afterwards she said, and thank you for listening.
Yes.
Girl.
But this is the thing. I believe Erica, that wasn't a shady thank you. It was like, thank you for letting me have the floor.
Yeah. It was.
I will say this. I have seen Kathy be checked and shut down many times, and I love how Kathy receives it.
Mm-hmm.
You would Kathy just like, oh, okay. Like, all right. Like she doesn't really, she's not gonna be like a Sutton, like, well, okay, I'll be quiet.
Well, but also let us never forget, we've seen how Kathy can fucking flip though if she needs to. We know the nasty Kathy that the girls are actually scared of. It's whimsical to Kathy.
Yeah, but I bet she went on camera.
Right, I bet it went on camera. Did you see me? Did you see me and somebody? I bet it went on camera. And Candy was so messy when she started laughing all hard. Because, Candy be having a certain type of laugh that you want to fight the person that laughed more so than the person that said it. Because I feel like when Candy be laughing, she be picking with you when she laughs.
Yeah.
Just like a Taurus. Anywho, Garcelle finally pipes up and says, I am trying to build a relationship with Erica. That's what she says in her confessional. And she says it to Erica at the table as well. And she basically says, if you're telling me that's not what it was, then I believe you. And that was a cute little moment that ended or whatever. And so then we start going into everybody's montage. Everyone's dancing and we go into everybody's montage and gives us our update. And then we finally get to, and then I realized, I'm like, we did not get Erica's update. And then I click pause and I'm like, there's 5 minutes left. What the hell is this about? And then we find out Tom had 4 indictments and then the car flipped 10 times. It was snowing in Pasadena. And apparently he about to get 80 years and he got 80 days. Let Erica tell it.
But she said he ain't got 80 days. Child was rolled off my couch when she said that. I said, damn, Erica. I feel bad for him now.
Yeah.
I do feel bad for him.
Honestly, I didn't need this scene or for them to pick cameras back up for this.
Didn't.
Yeah. We didn't talk about this all season. That info could have been included on her what do they call it? Outro card, her notes or whatever like that. Yeah. I just think like the finale overall it had a couple of high points, but overall I was really unimpressed by this finale. And
really?
That picked up the cameras was like the cherry on the bottom. Like I didn't
the last 5 minutes, if we're going to do that last 5 minutes shit that they did, it should have been Kyle and Mauricio saying, we're getting a divorce.
Now, that's what I would have wanted to see.
So.
Shots could say, well.
That would have been good.
A little underwhelming.
And I will say I did Sutton slightly. This was the other part that I agreed on. She said her biggest regret was how she treated Dorit. But again, she can be aware of this, but she's not going to change.
No.
Right. Oh, and that was what I wanted to mention earlier, was going back to when Garcelle was mentioning wanting to move forward with Erica, and Garcelle mentioned in her confessional that she wanted to build relationships with other women in the group outside of Sutton. And I feel like that's like the major issue, is that Garcelle aligned herself with one of the most problematic people in the group that has had a problem with literally everybody. If you go back to that montage of Sutton starting all that shit with everybody, and Garcelle just sticking beside her every single time and never really checking her when she was wrong either. So of course the other girls, like, even though they might not dislike Garcelle necessarily, they still gonna look at her sideways because you right here as Sutton partner, and everybody got a problem with Sutton. And I hate that it took this long for Garcelle to kind of think that maybe she should form relationships outside of the group. Maybe at the very least, you should at least film scenes with people besides Sutton. But
and then leave.
Yeah.
And then leave. That's such a great point, Jared, simply because let's not forget, it was 2 seasons ago. Erica said that same thing. Erica said, I feel like you being so close with Sutton is preventing you from getting to know the group.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that is. There's a clear difference between if you see how Bose operated with her being so close to Dorit and still finding a way to interact with other people. It's like Garcelle kind of was hands off. And then even when I go back, it blows my brain that it was harder for her. And maybe because the race thing was involved. Maybe because the race thing was involved. But it seemed like it was interesting to me that it was harder for her to let the shit go with Dorit more than it was with Erica. But Erica said something to your child. Even within that situation, you were more mad. It seemed like you were more mad at Dorit when Dorit actually did say, Erica, don't do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like she had a bone.
But
Dorit.
She's always had a bone to pick from the bubble comment. I mean, my bubble comment. It's been downhill from there. Let's be
bubble?
real.
Oh, yeah, true.
When Dorit said it.
Right. Okay. So, guys, it is now time for our favorite part. Oh, this bitch clinking and clacking, ain't she, child? Not a metal straw, sweetie. Come on, save the environment, honey. I feel you, honey. Shabana. All right, guys. So now it is time for our favorite part of the episode, and that is...
Everybody just calm down.
Girl, just calm down. So I figured we would do something a little different this go around, and instead of it being this episode, we would do just an overall season. Who on this season we feel from every episode that we reviewed, overall, who needs to calm down? I will go first. My person I feel like needs to calm down should be no surprise to anyone. It's going to be Sutton. This was not the best season for her. She was dragged every left which way, and it was all her fault. She really started off poorly when she started with the sisterhood shit, and they could not let it go because every time you showed something that was not sisterhood, girl, they ate you up.
Oof.
Yeah. You could have gave us a warning that we were gonna do the whole season. I gotta go back and
girl. Keep you on your toes.
I know. Sutton is so easy, but I guess I'm gonna have to give it to Sutton as well. Yeah, I don't think there's much else left to say about Sutton. Sutton gave us a lot this season.
Is there anything you had your fun? Let it go.
Sutton was on 20 this season as usual. I mean, thanks for giving us great TV, but at the same time, girl, you just do the most, and you just gotta relax a little bit.
Yeah, honestly, this should be no surprise to any of us too. Who needs to calm down? Garcelle. And we actually are going to get it because she's no longer on the show. Garcelle needs to calm down because you know what? She was very inconsistent. She knew this season was going to be her last season. Let's be real. I believe it for a second that she just thought of this. It was already in the works, but her probably getting chewed out at this reunion is what really put the straw in the camel's back. Garcelle, you need to calm down because... Again, you starred in a lot of Sutton's bullshit and you could have corrected a lot of things and you did not. And for that, I want you to put your shoulders down and calm down.
I feel you on that. All right, guys. So that is a wrap for this episode and season. Well, I guess I can't even see season because we do have 3 more episodes of the actual season, which will go into the reunion. But as far as the actual episodes outside the reunion, it is a wrap. What a journey. I can't wait because even though I will be getting off a plane at 4:00, I am not missing the part 1 of that reunion. I will not be here for RHOA, but I will be here for that first part. I am not missing that, sweetie. Okay. So it's been real. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in to the Everybody Just Calm Down the podcast. Peace.
Bye.